So there's this man, he has a time machine. Up and down history he goes, zip, 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 getting into scrapes. Another thing he has is a passion for the works of Ludwig van Beethoven. And one day he thinks, what's the point of having a time machine if you don't get to meet your heroes? So, off he goes to 18th century Germany. But he can't find Beethoven anywhere. No one's heard of him. Not even his family have any idea who the time traveler is talking about. Beethoven literally doesn't exist. This didn't happen, by the way. I've met Beethoven. Nice chap. Very intense. Loved an arm wrestle. No, this is called the Bootstrap Paradox. Google it. The time traveler panics. He can't bear the thought of a world without the music of Beethoven. Luckily, he brought all of his Beethoven sheet music for Ludwig to sign. So he copies out all the concertos and the symphonies, and he gets them published. He becomes Beethoven. And history continues with barely a feather ruffled. My question is this. Who put those notes and phrases together? Who really composed Beethoven's Fifth?
The Bootstrap Paradox is an interesting one to wrap your head around, and we're going to make it even more complicated by using it to explore the existence of the universe and potentially the existence of God. William Lane Craig said that whatever begins to exist had a cause. We know the universe exists, therefore we can postulate that the universe had a cause. Now, the Big Bang Theory states that all dimensions came into existence at one point, and this includes space and time. But what came before? The Cosmological Argument says that God came before. God was the first cause of creation. But what caused God? Is God eternal, for example? Perhaps God caused God. An omnipotent being could travel back in time to before they existed and create themselves. The Bootstrap Paradox. Perhaps the universe is infinite. And there are some scientists who reckon that the universe will eventually reach its outer limit and implode, and that reaction will then cause another Big Bang. Alright, so the death of the universe in fact creates the life of the universe. This is a causal loop. Alright, so it keeps going on and on and on. It's eternal.
Chuck, it's Marvin! Your cousin Marvin Barry? You know that new sound you looking for? Well, listen to this!
So Marty McFly learned a Chuck Berry song, went back in time, played a Chuck Berry song, Chuck Berry heard it, recorded it, released it, Marty McFly heard it in the future, and so on and so on and so on and so on. It's a paradox, alright? It's complicated stuff, it's pretty interesting, but can we use these arguments to potentially talk about the existence of God? Alright? If we talk about God being an eternal being and an omnipotent being, can God be the first cause of creation?
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna